I wanted to talk about Tom Cruise, the producer. I was interested what your thoughts were on. He made the headlines recently with going, I would say, just letting his employees have it about the not following COVID protocols on set. Just curious what your thoughts are on that.
I mean, look, everybody has an opinion about it. Um, people say I would have done it differently, or people say good for him. Um, if something happened with someone on set with me, I'd pull him to the side. But the excuse could be that he's invested in this, financially. He's invested in this, because it's his film. Is he helping people out working? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people employed for that. But I think that if he stepped back and said I could have done this differently, I'm sure he would. But nobody's perfect,
Right.
nobody's. So I don't blame him for that. I just everybody has their opinion on it.
Yeah.
So
When I saw it, I just kind of took it with a grain of salt that he is a performer. So even when he's doing something that he feel that he's genuine about, he's still a performer at heart. So you're gonna get all of it. He's
Right.
gonna bring it to life in the best way he can.
he's under the microscope with everyone because of your celebrity and where you are, on that level. Everybody's going to nitpick about every little thing that you do. If you have a straw and you go to talk and it hits you on the side, right away they're going to say, hey, I think he's had a stroke. Look what he's doing. It happens to us all the time. Nobody calls that out.
Yeah.
So
Well, and breaking the protocol could get the whole set shut down, then everybody's out of the job until
Right.
they say so.
yeah. COVID. My son's fourth grade teacher just died, and he was young. He had it for 10 days, and he died. So anyone that thinks that this is a hoax, to me, is a complete fool.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
in your face for sure. The
yeah.
I was curious with you being a native to New York, and living and working in California. It seems like those two states have the strictest measures in place as far as lockdowns and just protocols for being safe with this. And so with you working in California, I was just curious how that if that has impacted your work at all and what you do.
Yeah, it does. When we did 99 Problems, I made sure. I have a friend of mine who's a medic that I've worked with on a number of different shows, and I made sure that we were following all the protocols for COVID, and made sure that when we're on set, there are different color coordinated groups. That if you're dealing with an actor, you're in this group. If you're not, you're in group B, and then group C is outside. So we didn't have a problem at all, because we were all, we had a safety meeting prior. We sat and we talked with people when we went out to scout. We did the same thing. So all that prep, I think, takes on a responsibility for the filmmaker, because I would be the one that would get blamed for it, being the writer, the director, and the producer. And so I don't know. Nothing ever happened. So being the producer and the director, as well as the writer, if somebody did something, would I lash out at them? I don't know. I was pretty stressed out on set, trying to make the day. And we had like an 8-hour day of shooting. So the pressure was on. So yeah, but in California, there are people who go into a supermarket for maybe only 10 or 15 minutes and refuse to wear a mask. Meanwhile, here we are working in the film industry, wearing it for 14 hours straight, and
Yeah.
knock on wood, we've been safe so far.
Thinking about Tom Cruise more about what happened with that incident, you also have to consider that this is a Mission Impossible set, so who knows what he was mentally and physically prepared for that day.
Right.
He could have been mentally preparing himself to skydive into a volcano, and
Right.
who knows what
Right.
stunt.
He's in character. He's
then
method,
he's
man.
confronted with that. Yeah.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.